Yes, yes, yes. What a time to be a Ghanaian. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are around the globe, especially you that is in the diaspora or you're on the continent of Africa and you are in Ghana, ladies and gentlemen, this is GH247 News Channel, the channel that brings you the latest news updates from around the world, especially Ghana. What is happening in Ghana? Now, the ordinary Ghanaian has voted for change, and indeed, change has come to stay in Ghana. Smooth living conditions and safe economy. So NPP, the opposition party, still have the mouth to talk after destroying the country and the economy. No wonder the party and its members are in a reverse gear mood. Oh yes. So they think backwards. Otherwise, Miracle Abuaji Dennis will not be acting the way he's acting. Knowing fully well the mess they've created in the cocoa sector. Under their leadership, the mess they created in the cocoa sector with the $3 billion debt, $3 billion debt they left behind for the new government to come up trying to clean the mess. And now they are trying their possible best to find a scandal against the government and not getting one. So they decided to instigate the farmers, cocoa farmers, against the government. Well, the reality of the matter is that the truth shall prevail. The truth shall prevail. Why? Good things are happening in the economy. The ordinary Ghanaian can even afford to buy a car. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. For the first time in Ghana's history, even automobile dealers announced 15% reduction in vehicle prices. Ordinary Ghanaian can buy a car. Car dealers have announced 15% slash in their car sales. Why? The environment was created for good business, for business to flourish. There are brand new cars now that are available in the market for less than 50,000 Ghana cedis. Tier rubber. Available for 50,000 Ghana cedis, 80,000 Ghana cedis, 100,000 Ghana cedis. Why would an ordinary Ghanaian spend 200,000 Ghana to buy a used car imported from Japan, from the US, from Canada, from UAE? There are tier robbers now, people are selling. So these importers of cars, they have no choice than to drop their prices in order for them to still remain in the market. When good environment is created for businesses to flourish, this is what happens. Fuel prices have been slashed. A liter of fuel now is below 9 cedis. Inflation has dropped to 3.8%. Food prices are going down day by day. Cement prices are down from over 120 Ghana cedis per bag of cement to less than 80 Ghana cedis per bag per cement. Iron rods have dropped. Bags of rice have dropped from over 1,000 to around 400 Ghana cedis. Cooking oil prices are falling day by day. Ladies and gentlemen, this is under the leadership of His Excellency, the President, John Dramani Mahama. And that is not all. President Mahama and his team are making sure they place Ghana on the pedestal, where the world are now beginning to look at Ghana with a different eye, with respect. Oh yes. Now, over the past few days, President Mahama was in the AU summit in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. And something happened. He delivered another wonderful message again. President Mahama opens new Ghana embassy building in Addis Ababa. Ladies and gentlemen, there the video is on your screen. This project was started in 2016. The funds for this project was secured in 2016 under the leadership of President Mahama. The new Patriotic Party came into power in 2017 and they failed to complete the project. Last year, President Mahama took it upon himself to make sure that project is fully completed. And over the weekend, whilst in Addis Ababa for the AU summit, to deliver another powerful message, he commissioned the new Ghana High Commission in Ethiopia. Very beautiful one. I've never seen this before in any foreign country, as Ghana's own embassy. Ghana's own High Commission, built like this, in this manner. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never seen it in any other country, but we have it now in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, where Ghana was very instrumental in forming the AU, the African Union. As you know, our first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, was the founding father of the AU. And even as of now, his statue is still right there at the AU premises in Addis Ababa. Commissioning this project, it's a signal that Ghana indeed is ready once again to take up the leadership of Africa. President Mahama opens the new Ghana Embassy building, and with a fanfare, the Chancery in Addis Ababa, a project he started himself in 2016, which was halted under the New Patriotic Party, but he has returned to finish it. Ladies and gentlemen, now, in delivering his speech at the AU Summit, the President, His Excellency, President John Dramani Mahama, has hit the brakes once again on Western exploitation of Africa by stating clearly and categorically that by 2030, no raw mineral ores will leave Ghana. No raw mineral ore, be it gold, be it magnesium, whatever it is, no raw mineral ore will leave Ghana by 2030. He said, and I quote, "We must process them all locally. That is the only way to provide opportunities for our young people." President John Dramani Mahama. No more raw material exploitation. Even the cocoa, we will start to add value to it. Very soon we will stop exporting our raw beans. Or it is the right time to invest. If you are a company, chocolate producer, you are welcome to establish your company in Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, that is His Excellency, the President of the Republic, speaking. By the year 2030, no more exporting of raw ores from the soils of Ghana. This message he delivered has triggered the conscience of even the United Nations Secretary General, has triggered him to the extent that during his statement he delivered at the AU Summit, he indicated that the world must begin to look at Africa on a different pedestal. The world must begin to trade with Africa on the same level as they deal with each other in Europe and in America or in the West. He emphasized that Africa has come this far. Thus, the world must begin to look and treat and do business with Africa on the same level as they do with the West. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a proud Ghanaian. And that is why what is happening right now, I am wondering what the opposition party, the New Patriotic Party, Miracle, Dennis Abuaji, after this cocoa debacle, what next do you have to talk about? The government under his leadership, President Mahama, has indicated after the emergency cabinet meeting that the cocoa sector, their monies that are in arrears will be paid in full. Every cocoa farmer is expected to receive his money in full, at least for now. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not be taking much time. Let me just end it here, because I'll be back with more exclusives in the coming hours. I'll see you when you see me. Shalom and peace.